Senate Bill 840. Imagine this. Imagine your city wants to make sure a new apartment building doesn't overwhelm local roads, parks, or emergency services. Now imagine the state tells your city it can't ask those questions anymore and must approve the project anyway. What the bill says it does? Senate Bill 840 says it helps solve Texas housing shortage by making it easier to build apartments and convert old offices or shopping centers into homes. What it actually does? This means developers can build apartments in many commercial areas without rezoning or public hearings, while cities lose the ability to require traffic studies, infrastructure upgrades, or parkland contributions. Developers gain speed and certainty, while local governments lose control over how growth affects their communities. Who benefits? Large developers and real estate investors, owners of vacant office buildings and strip malls, housing trade groups that gain new legal power to sue cities. Who pays the price? City governments that lose tools to fund roads, parks, and utilities. Local taxpayers who end up covering those costs. Neighborhoods that lose a voice in major development decisions. Why it matters. When cities cannot require developers to help pay for the impact of new housing, those costs do not disappear. They show up as more traffic, stretched utilities, fewer parks, and higher local taxes. Decisions about growth move away from local voters and towards state rules that favor those with money and lawyers. Questions to ask your lawmakers. If cities cannot require developers to help fund roads and parks, how should local governments pay for growth? Why remove local oversight instead of fixing zoning rules that slow down good housing projects? Would you support a review or sunset clause to see if this policy actually lowers costs for Texans? Bottom line, Senate Bill 840 speeds up development by taking power away from cities and neighborhoods, then leaves everyday Texans to deal with the long-term costs.